There are times in mathematics where you need to analyze things in terms of their relationships in groups.
You know, it's true. When something exceeds your ability to understand how it works.
So the tying run is at second. The run that would win the World Series is at first, and Joe Carter is the batter. He's 0 for 3 tonight, 0 for 4 in lifetime against Williams.
I had to make a voiceover. I had to do this Venn diagram because I wanted to compare the two things I think are stupid. One is the computer things, and one is when Joe Carter hit a walk-off home run to win the '93 World Series in Game 6 off of Mitch Williams to beat the Phillies 8-6.
I just knew that somehow, some way, the game was going to revolve around what I did that particular at bat.
So I was thinking I could compare things using a Venn diagram, but because we could just, instead of writing it down, we could just do it on the computer and make it into a video, because then you don't have to write anything. So that's what it's gonna be about. And I was just wondering, they have the iPad thing, and you don't even do anything, you just rub on it. So I was just using that, and then I thought that was because when the Phillies lost the World Series, October 23rd, 93, I was like 5 or whatever. But anyway, the next day on the front of the Philadelphia Inquirer was a picture I'll never forget in my life. It was like just kids standing behind a cage, and it had something to do with the Phillies losing, but I don't really remember what, but I always remember.
This is a great moment in history. This was something for a lot of fans to enjoy, but on the other side, there's a team that's very sad, and that was the Phillies. Two guys giving it their best. One guy's going to fail and one guy's going to succeed. But it doesn't mean that I'm a success and he's a failure, because in my eyes, we were both successful.
Well, that's how I felt, too, because I wasn't allowed to stay up for the end of the game, so all I saw was that stupid picture, and it was technological cage between me and the truth, and that's not really fair. Hello? Okay, so, this is like the worst possible thing. Doing the YouTube and the iPad and the Joe Carter thing.
Venn diagrams are a very easy and convenient way to categorize data into groups to be analyzed later. For example,
the number one moment at Skydome took place on October 23rd, 1993.
Here's the pitch on the way, a swing and a belt, left field, way back, Blue Jays win it! The Blue Jays are World Series champions as Joe Carter hits a 3-run home run in the 9th inning, and the Blue Jays have repeated as World Series champions.
Everybody uses a laptop and or a smartphone. And the question has arisen lately, is there room for a third category of device in the middle? Something that's between a laptop and a smartphone. And of course, we've pondered this question for years as well. The bar is pretty high. In order to really create a new category of devices, those devices are going to have to be far better at doing some key tasks. They're going to have to be far better at doing some really important things. Better than the laptop, better than the smartphone.
Why do you want it so desperately?
Because it's like a mini laptop. You just, click it on, just like you click the iPhone on, and you don't have to open it up and, go through everything.
Yes. So it was your need to have it?
Yes.
It was so big that you realized and you decided to come here and to be the first one?
Yes.
When I'm getting ready to go to bed, I'll have my iPad instead of this thing, and it'll just be easier to use and check my email before I go to sleep.
It's like, go better than even...
Is this thing really magical and revolutionary?
In terms of technology, no. In terms of what it does for the users, I think this is going to change the way people use computers.
In the bottom of the ninth, the score remains 6-5 with Mitch Williams on the mound, looking to atone for his blown save in Game 4. He gave up a hit to lead-off man Ricky Henderson, bringing the winning run to the plate. After a fly ball out, the man of steel remained at first base with the possibility of a double play ball ending the game. Series MVP Paul Molitor came up to the plate and stated in a later interview that he wasn't looking for a game-winning hit, but was looking to keep the inning alive.
When you first came in the clubhouse, you started to tell me a story that your eyes were not moist until. Finish it.
Until I went over and gave Molitor a hug, and his eyes were moist, and I couldn't help from get mine the same way, and I'm so happy for him and all these guys. They've been outstanding all year, man.
He would do that when lining a single to center and moving Henderson to second. With both the tying run and winning runs on base, Joe Carter, one of the premier run producers in his day, came to the plate. In the previous two postseason series he had played in, he was involved in the final play of the series, and this game would be no exception. He hit a low line drive toward left field, and at first the ball looked like it was going to be caught or hit off the wall, but the ball kept carrying. Inky chased after it and climbed the wall but had no chance of catching it as the ball flew over the fence, giving the Blue Jays their second straight World Series championship.
The Venn diagram collapsing in on itself. There's nothing to be compared anymore because the two things have formed into one thing. Is this more of the Blue Jays or is this more of the iPad?
A set in mathematics is basically a group of numbers or a group of points or a group of any type of quantitative data that can be organized in any form or fashion or in some type of category. And the process of analyzing sets and the different properties of sets is a part of the branch of mathematics known as set theory.
Now, some people have thought that that's a netbook. The problem is, netbooks aren't better at anything. They're slow, they have low quality displays, and they run clunky old PC software. So they're not better than a laptop at anything, they're just cheaper. They're just cheap laptops.
Do you want an iPad?
No. I do.
So you're waiting with a guy who wants an iPad.
She's my best friend. She is my best friend.
So wait, do girls want an iPad or is it just a guy thing?
I don't see the appeal personally.
You could watch it backwards too.
The home run made Carter the first player in American League history to hit a World Series-ending home run, and the first overall to do it since Bill Mazeroski of the Pirates in 1960, who was the only other player to accomplish this feat.
This for the iPhone too, and part of the fun of it is just meeting really cool people in line and hanging out all night.
All these different people are here, and it's just the experience of being with them and being one of the first to get it at a flagship store like this.
We're doing a live stream right here. Let's see how many viewers we have so far. We have 47 live viewers right now.
How long are you going to be able to run your computers for with these batteries?
You know, hopefully we'll be good till morning.
You have 9 points that are exclusive members of Set A. That means they are only members of Set A and they are not also members of Set B.
Like, okay, if people are still doing this in 20 years, that's the baddiest bad thing.
You have 3 points that are members of both sets A and B. That means they could be categorized into either group.
Also, the set of all elements in the universe are comprised of numbers 1 through 9.
Yeah, that's perfect. Well, move it a little closer.
Wait, I'm gonna hit the camera.
That's okay. Which way should we?
If you try like maybe over here.
I can put the camera away. Can you just lift it up for a second to show it to the camera? Oh, where am I gonna do the butt? Okay.
Just you want to stand there.
Okay.
Just bend way down to the ground. Do you want me to swipe it right after he does it?
Yeah.
Okay. You'll have to come way closer.
Okay, go.
Go, 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 go. Come closer. Here, come here.
Go, go.
Go, 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 go. Come closer. Here, come here.